Welcome back. I'm Ted Coppola.
And I'm a little girl disguised as George Stephanopoulos.
This newscast topic is relatively minor crisis and relatively unarmed crisis.
Relatively unarmed?
Comparatively.
Our first crisis of the evening is the protestation of the 1980 Moscow Olympics.
When the United States decided not to participate in the Olympics due to the USSR's invasion of Afghanistan, 64 countries followed suit. Only 81 nations participated.
I would say the Soviets had me mad. I mean, seriously. Cold, frigid, and communist doesn't do much for tourism.
I hear that. I'm going to Jamaica, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
In further news,
On November 2nd, 1983, NATO simulated a coordinated nuclear strike all over Europe for a 10-day period in order to prepare for the arrival of new nuclear weapons which were due to arrive in Europe.
the simulation was known as Operation Archer, was so realistic that the USSR put all of the nuclear missiles on full-time alert, as well as placing jets in East Germany and Poland that were at the ready.
The incident is considered to be the closest that the world has been to nuclear war since the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Looks like someone jumped the gun.
You're telling me, you simulate one little coordinated nuclear missile strike, and everyone starts freaking out.
Seriously, chill out, Soviets, come on. It's one little simulated nuclear missile attack. What's going on? Jeez.
And someone else needs to show up? Are the Iranians.
Whoa. Watch it, George. Watch it.
No. You see, on November 4th, 1979, a large group of militant university students broke into the American embassy in Iran, taking 64 hostages. They released 13 African Americans and women shortly after. Then they released one more after he found multiple sclerosis. But they kept the remaining hostages 444 days until after the Algiers Accords were signed on January 20th, 1981.
Also, it seems that the American government attempted a rescue operation called Operation Eagle Claw. The operation was a failure and resulted in the deaths of 8 American soldiers.
Well, guess I'll avoid the American embassy in Iran.
You might just want to avoid the entire country. It's unpleasant weather this time of year, and unpleasant extremists all year long.
I guess so.
Yeah. Alright, well next we'll be discussing the comparative analysis known as Team A and Team B. It was an operation created by President Gerald Ford that consisted of 2 teams. Team A was the CIA headed by Bush Sr. Team A made up an analysis of the Soviet Union's capabilities every year. Team B, approved by Bush as being capable of performing the task as well, was comprised of outside experts. Harvard professor Richard Pipes headed it.
Team A continuously revealed that the American military force is past the Soviets, whilst Team B's fund included the gap in power may not be so large as Team A let on, and in fact found the Soviet forces were so powerful a first strike policy was necessary for the U.S. Ford's administration leaked this information to the press to deride Jimmy Carter's election bid, but was largely unsuccessful.
I guess it just goes to show that making something more confusing doesn't make you look smarter on election day.
Unless you live in Florida.
Ooh, burn! Anyway, and that's all for our relatively minor and relatively unarmed conflicts.
Wait. How was the Iran hostage situation relatively armed? It was very armed. 8 people died.
Right. Relatively very unarmed.